Good morning, everybody. I've got lots of stuff to do today. So, I just got off of work, and I have to shoot an event tonight at 6 for my internship, and my club gets out at 6. But I think the room that the thing is in is in the same room where my club meets, so I'm just going to let everybody out a little bit early and stay behind, obviously. But before that, I have to meet with Taylor and somebody else to sort out some things for a show we're shooting live tomorrow. Well, it's not going to be per show and live, it's going to be we're shooting it. And there's going to be little to no editing, so that is what we plan on doing tomorrow. So we have to meet today because we have to load all the pictures and stuff onto the thing so that way when we talk about something, the picture gets queued up. So we're going to do that at 2, and then I have to be back on this side of campus by like 3, 4-ish. Like, my supervisor is dropping off the camera to my dorm building after 3 because he says he's shooting an event at 3, so he's going to drop it off afterwards. So I'm hoping that I'll still be here when he drops it off. I'm not going to leave until he drops it off. So, I mean, like, regardless of whether or not my club meeting starts, I'll have to let everybody know, hey, I'm coming afterwards. And so I have that to do, and then we're sorting stuff out for my club, because tomorrow my club is supposed to be going to see Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them at 9:30 on the pre-screen day. We're a nerd club, so we go do things like that. This is the first time we're actually doing something like that, and it's proven to be such a headache. Because apparently it has to be approved as an event, even though we're not, it's not an open to the public event. We are not opening this movie screening up to the public. It is a private for members only, so I didn't think it had to be an event. Because we're not inviting people from the public, we're not inviting non-students, so I figured we just have to buy the tickets and book vans, because if you do anything at the club, you have to get school vans to transport you there and back. I thought that's all we had to do. Apparently I was wrong. Apparently it has to be an event, and apparently the bands need to be booked 2 weeks prior. I didn't know that, so Jalen and I have been fighting since Monday to get all the stuff through, because we're going tomorrow, regardless of whether or not they give us the vans, and regardless of whether or not they approve us. If they don't approve us, I'm just going to say, well, fine then. We're just going to go not as a club, as just people going to see a movie. But the thing that we need is that we want it to be approved because we need our advisor, who's a faculty member here, to get paid back for the tickets, because we told her, well, when we first mentioned it, we were like, like we just want to go, da-da-da. She was like, oh, I'll do it. I was like, oh, great, then you can be paid back. And she was like, yeah, I'll do it anyways. And I was like, okay. So, I mean, we're trying to figure that out. I have Jalen going down there. Jalen works in the same building that the office is in that we've been talking to. So I've had Jalen go back and forth. Because if I go down there, I'm going to start screaming. And I'm going to start yelling because they haven't done a proper job at, well, at least I feel like they haven't done a proper job at educating us on how to do these things, like book a van, like stuff like that, or like, I didn't know that we needed to book a van 2 weeks prior, because if I had known, I would have done it. But even then, I wouldn't have been able to do it because she didn't buy the tickets until Sunday, so even then, I wouldn't have been able to do it properly. So we're really, really, really pulling some strings to try to get this thing pulled together. If we don't get approved and we don't get the vans, then we're just going to go separately in our own cars. I'll take one car, Shane will take his car, and then she'll take her car, and we'll be able to fit the 11 of us that have tickets bought for into the car. So, with that being said, that's what I gotta do. I also have to shower. My hair is kind of gross. My hair is really, really gross. So I have to shower, but I have this cinnamon roll that boyfriend got me. That I was walking back here, and he was in a gazebo with a friend, like sitting there before class, and he had this for me. So I kind of just took it. So now I'm gonna eat that, but I have to shower too, and then I have to go meet with this person at 2, come back here, sit around, get the camera from my supervisor, go to my club meeting, and then go shoot an event, and then come back. And I still have to do laundry tonight too. I'm going to do laundry tonight. But we're going to figure it out. And we're going to figure it all out, because then I have, like, everybody's been asking me, when are we meeting for before the movie? And I'm just like, okay, I'm going to email everybody before the meeting, or I'm going to email everybody after the meeting when we have to meet to get picked up. At that point, I'm just about to be like, if we can't get it, I'm just going to tell Jalen, like, if we can't get it, if we don't get approved, if we're not approved, if we can't get the vans, then you have to tell them that we have to take private transportation because you already have all this bought. So it's not like we can't go because Gene's already bought all this stuff. And so that's what I've been doing since meddling with since Monday. Monday I had him go there originally. Yesterday we kind of took a little bit of a break because I was like, okay, we'll give him a day to see that we've submitted everything that we need to submit. Now start bothering them because we need this for Thursday. So that's what I'm going to do. I have to go do all that stuff. I'm going to shower and I really gotta pee, so that's what I'm going to go do. I'm nice and showered. My face looks shiny because I just put my moisturizer on. My hair is half dried. I bothered to do half of it with a blow dryer. The other half can air dry. I'm going to wear hats so that my hair doesn't poof because whenever I blow dry my hair, if I don't straighten it, my hair kind of just poofs, and it was already poofing because of the way I have to dry it. And I have to dry it in order to get my bottom layer. I have to flip my head over and do it like that, and then that's kind of how I have to do my whole head actually, because my hair's so short that I get, like, the only way to get difficult places is to flip my entire head over and do it like that. So with that being said, I have to wear a hat or else my hair will just poof because of the way I have to dry my hair. So I was over there drying my hair. Jalen told me that the school will not reimburse our faculty advisor for getting us all the tickets because we didn't do a funding request. And I was like, okay, well, I'm thinking, like, how are we supposed to do a funding request if we weren't going to know how much the tickets were going to cost? Because we didn't know how many tickets we needed because we were doing it just club-wide. So now that we knew the right number of tickets that we needed, she bought them herself with her own money, and now it's our job to pay her back. So I'm like, great. So I have to ask Jalen if it's okay. Actually, first I just asked him, wait, why can't we just do it now? I don't see any reason why we can't put a funding request in now and just make it out to Gene and just be like, this is funding / reimbursement. We didn't know how much we were going to need to spend. So there's that. I don't get why I can't just do that now, but if they say no, I'm just going to be like, whatever. I'm going to have to message my entire e-board, which is me, Taylor, Jalen, Harper, and boyfriend, and tell them, like, listen, we need to pay back at least our ticket and plus one others if we can do it. Because we're not going to make the members. I don't want to make the members pay them back. It's a thing for the members. I feel partially responsible. It's partially my fault for not knowing what to do, so I'm going to pay back 3 tickets out of the 11. Well, actually, she purchased 12, so I'm going to pay back 3 tickets out of the 12 that she purchased. And then I'm going to get Taylor and Jalen to do their, mine is going to be my ticket plus 2 others. So mine's probably going to be my ticket and then 2 members' tickets, and then I'm going to make the e-board pay their own ticket back. Their e-board can pay their own ticket, If they can afford to pay another one back, that'd be great. So I'm going to talk to my e-board about that at tonight's meeting. I'm going to talk to Gene, to our advisor, privately first, and be like, this is what's going on with this. I may email her and ask her if I can go to her office at some point, because her office is right close to where I live. So I may ask her if I can go to her office at some point and explain the whole thing to her in person rather than just explaining it in front of a bunch of people. I'll be like, I didn't know this is what we were supposed to do. I'm so sorry. I will pay back 3 tickets, and I'm going to get other e-board members to pay back their own ticket plus somebody else's. Because there's 5 e-board members. If we all pay back their own ticket, that's 5, plus a second, that's 10, and plus I'm paying back an extra, that's 11. If we can all pay back 2 tickets or more, then we'll be good. So with that being said, I'm going to definitely talk to my e-board soon. Jalen is not responding back to me, which is whatever, but it's 1:30. I have to get going soon to the other side of campus to go through this stupid fucking project. Not even a project, it's a show. We're doing a live nerd show taping tomorrow, and I'm just like, I still have no motivation to do it, but I am one of the hosts, so I cannot bail out on it now. Nobody else will know what they're doing unless I get Corey to do it, which I don't want to make him do it because he's just a producer. I'm a host and a producer, so we're going to work and finalize the script that we're going to be going off of. We're going to finalize the media that we're going to put over ourselves. And yeah, that's about it. I'm going to make a more detailed script and mention when the director needs to pull up what media file and when and stuff like that. It's just I don't feel like doing it at all. This whole thing for trying to get my club to go see this movie has been so draining to me. And it's we've been planning it out for a while, and we were focusing more on our Halloween costume contest than we were on this, And then this was kind of just thrown together sort of last minute, but not really. So I'm going to talk to we're going to go regardless at this point, I think. She's not going to, I don't think she'd tell us that we can't go anymore because she can't get paid back. But we're going to figure out how we're going to get vans because Jalen said if we fill out the van by tonight, if we fill out the slip by the end of the day, and go past it and we will get vans tomorrow. But then Jalen was delivering mail to the office that our advisor works in because he works in the mailroom, and she said that she has an idea for transport. So I'm hoping that stuff works out in the end. I think it will. If not, like I said, if we can't get approved or we can't get, if we didn't, I think we got approved because they wouldn't be telling us to fill out the van slips if we didn't get approved. So I think we got approved. I never got an email back saying that we were or not. So I'm just going to, if we didn't, I would have been like, well, we're all hopping in private cars and going because there's no way we can't go. She bought these tickets. So now I'll have to email my board and tell them this is what happened. Can you pay back at least your ticket? And maybe if you can afford it, one other. Did you even? Too late to fill it out. Okay, great. So now I have to tell Jalen my idea. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to tell my e-board my plan. And we're going to go from there.